Well, great. Calculating a loan repayment. So when we're doing that, we've got to work out how much they're actually going to be paying off, and then we'll work out how much they have to pay over a fortnight. So where are we starting? Okay, she's buying a lounge suite at $2,750, but she's paying 10% deposit and then borrowing the balance. So let's work out the 10% deposit of that. So let's go deposit. Okay, so that is 10% times 2750, which is $275. So that's the deposit she's paying. So then the balance is going to be the total amount, which is the 2750 minus the deposit, which will give you $2,475. So that's the amount she's actually borrowing the balance. Okay. So let's have a look. If she's doing that, then I equals PRN. So now what I'm working out is I'm working out the amount of interest that she's going to pay on that. So the principal, so the amount she's borrowing is $2,475. The interest rate is 11.5%, 11.5%, or 0.115 if we write it as a decimal. And the length of time she's borrowing it for is 3 years. So there you go. So we'll go I equals 2475 times 0.115 times 3, which will give us $853.875. Okay, so that's the amount of interest that she's paying. Okay. So what we have to do then is go, okay, well, what is the amount that she's paying in total? Well, that's the principal plus the interest. So that is 2475 plus 853.875. So the total amount, 2475, I'm using my calculator obviously, 853.875. Gives me $3,328.875. All right, so that's the total amount. Okay, so now we work that out. So what did we do? We worked out the deposit and took that off the initial price to find out the balance that she had to pay. There's that. Then we took that balance and worked out how much interest she's going to have to pay on that balance that she's borrowing over 3 years, which we did there. Then we added that to the principal to work out how much in total she is paying. So she's paying $3,328.875. Okay? So that's it. Now we're going to work out the repayments. So there's a few steps to this one, but they're all pretty basic. You work out the balance because that's what she's actually going to be borrowing. She's not borrowing the whole amount. Then you work out how much interest and how much she's going to be paying back in total. And then you split that over the length of time that she's borrowing it for. So all we're doing with this one is the repayments are going to be the amount divided by the fortnightly payments. Okay, so in this particular case, she's doing the repayments are fortnightly over 3 years. So we've got 3 times 26, which would give us equals 78 repayments. So she's going to pay back 78 times. So she's going to have the 3,328.875 divided by that 78. And this will be how much she pays every fortnight. And that will be 42.6778 462, which is approximately equal to 42.68. So fortnightly repayments are $42.68. So you'll notice that we rounded up as you normally do, in 2 decimal places because it's money. But you always round up because your payments are always slightly bigger than what you need. And that way, when you get to the last repayment, you'll pay $42.68 77 times, and then the last one might be $42.65 or something like that. So the last one is always a little bit less, but that way they make sure that you've paid it in time. All right.